We welcome Stefan Draï, attorney at the Supreme Court of the United States. Good evening to you. Thank you for being with us, attorney at the New York and Paris bar. So information is much less easily controlled in the United States. As you understand, it's there that we immediately start to talk to you about a case that could seriously embarrass Joe Biden for his re-election. This case bears the name of his son, of course, Hunter Biden, who is being prosecuted for tax fraud. We know that he worked as a consultant, notably for the Ukrainian company. Involved in oil product exploration, Burisma. There is indeed going to be a trial for Hunter Biden, Mr. Draï, Master Draï, a trial that could embarrass Joe Biden. Could this potentially cost him the support of the American public opinion and also handicap Ukraine in this war, which so desperately needs the support of the United States today?
Well, it should be noted that initially there shouldn't have been a trial because there was what we call in France a preliminary acknowledgement of guilt. That is to say, there was with David Weiss, the prosecutor who had been appointed to what we call a plea bargaining, meaning a deal that had been made with the president's son, Mr. Biden, Hunter Biden, concerning several charges. The initial charges were quite minor, involving tax fraud for the years 2017 and 2018, which could each result in a year of imprisonment. The second charge, and the federal judge rejected these two agreements, is much more significant because to claim ownership of a firearm, you must fill out a questionnaire. However, in the context of this questionnaire, Hunter Biden had knowingly lied, which constitutes a crime in the United States, as he indicated when purchasing this firearm that he was not using drugs. And as we have clearly heard, and he himself has acknowledged elsewhere, he was using drugs. So he lied in the context of this questionnaire, which carries a possible prison sentence of up to 10 years. To answer your question more politically, of course, we have the two contenders for the White House, namely Mr. Trump and also a member of Mr. Biden, who will be in the spotlight with legal issues that could obviously embarrass the current president of the United States.
Let's recall that Hunter Biden was reportedly handsomely paid by this Ukrainian company, Burisma, $800,000 in 2013, as far as we know, $1.2 million in 2014, and even more serious if proven, and the investigation, particularly in this case, might reveal it. There were allegations of influence, a direct link between the son and the father, Joe Biden, who was then the Democratic candidate for the presidency in 2020. Look at this, a New York Post headline, we remember, reveals how Hunter Biden introduced a Ukrainian businessman to his father. In this case, the lingering doubt is understanding the true connections that unite Ukraine and the United States today. What can we say about it? Stefan Draï, today are we in a truly dangerous zone for Joe Biden?
Yes, of course, but I still wanted to remind you that to date, the only two charges that have been retained and will be subject to judicial proceedings, meaning with a federal judge and also with a jury, are the possession of weapons on one hand and tax fraud. Regarding the issues of money laundering and direct corruption, it is still in the investigation phase, and no charges have been retained at the moment. This could obviously happen if there were charges and sufficient evidence to obviously constitute a reason that would cause embarrassment, this time directly. The President of the United States, as he would be directly involved in relation to his sales and business relations between the Biden family, and notably several Ukrainian oligarchs.
Thank you very much, Stefan Draï, for providing us with these details from the United States. You're a lawyer at the Supreme Court of the United States. We remind you, thank you.